Hey, it's Uncle Joe at Uncle Joe Hikes. No, we're not going to Three Forks again. We're actually here leaving the Springer lot. We're going to make our way over here to the Benton MacKaye and do the short loop around to Springer. Go out and check out Owen's Overlook. Well, we got some last remnants of some flame azaleas there. They are on their way out. So I don't know how much we'll see in the way of flowers, but we shall see. I'm experimenting with a different selfie stick, one that I had for kayaking that actually telescopes a little bit. So I'm probably going to seem a little bit further away than usual. I got to looking at some of my footage. I'm like, you know, that's awfully close to me, and this old beard gets scraggly. I just trimmed it up a little bit. It gets scraggly in some of those videos. I look like I should be, I don't know, riding a donkey and picking for gold or something. Anyway, we're gonna see how this works out. You may see me try different links on this camera mount just to see how it does. Try something new. So the guy at the trailhead was picking up some people who had been out for 40 miles. They got off the trail because they said the trail started narrowing. There was a lot of poison ivy encroaching on the trail, which I find odd. I've not had any problem with poison ivy as long as I've stayed on the trail. So that may have been some misidentification or something going on there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Well, we're here at the Benton MacKaye turnoff. It's just one of the places that it crosses, but wow, there's a lot of destruction here. I'm just going to take a quick walk over here to have a look. Looks like we had a tornado come through here and really ripped a hole in the vegetation. Took out a lot of trees. I was just here not too long ago. I mean, I guess it's been a couple of months or more. And wow, this is crazy. Shows you what can happen. You can see these hemlocks straight in front of me got torn off. That's got to be 30 feet or more up that they got snapped. Thank goodness for trail workers. I'm going to walk down a little bit more, coming out and clearing this off the trail. Oh, you hate to see these. Hate to see these being lost. They're just such great trees. Wow. Somebody did a lot of work cleaning this up. Well, luckily it was a relatively small patch of land. There's another one right there you see in front of me that broke off. That looks like it's about 20 feet up. This one here snapped about 15 feet up. Several more out there. Did not expect that. So we were going to go this way and just do the little 4-mile loop, but seeing this canopy ripped open here, I think I'm going to do the small loop first. There's a tiny loop that'll bring you around. This will give us a look at what's going on with this this tornado that touched down. See a little bit of this destruction. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and add this little loop. It's probably going to add about a mile, maybe a mile and a half to us. We'll see. But yeah, was a lot of trees torn down through here. Hate to see it. Wow, really ripped the canopy open. Again, so thankful for those who come out and cut this up, cleared the way for hikers. You can see that it took these trees off just like those others. Just feet off the ground. There's more of it. So we're kind of up on a little bit of a slope. Look at all of the trees that are cut off 20, 30 feet or more. Oh, we got some turkeys. Oh, it's looking up. There they go. Got some right in front of us. Go ahead, go ahead. Here she comes. Another one took off flying that way. You probably heard it. So we had to come through that. They cut up a bunch of this for whatever reason. Didn't get that. Maybe it shifted after they left. Got another one here. Easy enough to get around, but we're getting back here to the back end of the destruction. You can see a tree snapped here and another one right up there. So this is a little pig trail here. It goes out to the road, and if you look at all trails, there's a map of this loop where somebody came up the road and came in here. So that's the road that goes back to Springer. But this is the trail proper coming out of the Springer lot. So yeah, basically looks like most of this destruction was pretty much right in this loop, or contained right in this loop. And this appears to be roughly the start of it. So we come down into this flat. You have a really, really big tree right here that came down. That thing is huge. I'm not going to go in there and give you perspective. Just take my word for it. And then you have a little bit back here. So this would appear to be where it came in, came over these treetops and just whisked its way kind of that way, kind of up and over a little bit, and then took out the canopy going that way. So that's a powerful, powerful storm that can take out trees as big as that. It's amazing. It's another big tree here. Give you some perspective. There's my hand. So that thing is 2 foot across this way, a little over 2 feet this way. And big feller. Big feller. So we're barely a half a mile around this loop, maybe halfway around it. And already, that's the direction of where all the destruction was. And already you can't see it. It occupied about a 10-acre swath, but that's about it. So it wasn't a big area, but still dramatic to see. Something turned up the ground right there. We work our way back to the AT. Why? Nobody knows why. That tree knows why. That tree is why. Here we are. Appalachian Trail. MacKaye goes that way, goes back to Three Forks, and then shares the AT for a little while. We're making its way up and around the backside of the Smokies and parts north. We're going to head backwards, back towards Springer here. Go back and close our loop. So yeah, not much in the way of destruction over here on this side of the loop, but you can faintly see, and I kind of noticed a couple of spots the sky opened up, so we'll come back through the other side of that destruction, see what it's like from this side. I like hiking the trail like this when it's all lush and a little bit sunny like this. It's like perfect. The humidity's a little on the low side right now, and it's not terribly hot. I mean, I'm sweating a good bit, but I would still say there are a lot worse days to hike on. It's supposed to be in the 90s today, but up here in the mountains it's cooler definitely than that. Little bit of a coolness in the air, which is nice. So yeah, take whatever relief we can get. Well, we're hiking through a little laurel tunnel. We got some blooms on the ground. Oh, there we go. We got some blooms up high there. They're on their way out though. But we can see the petals on the ground. Camera may struggle a bit here in this low light, but apologize for that. Yeah, really nice down in here. Cooler too, which is always nice. You hear the creek flowing. We've been able to hear it for a little while now. Make our way across. Beautiful spot. Always nice to be down at creek level, as long as it's not too deep or anything. Yeah, beautiful. Well, the trail used to come over this rock right here. They kind of relocated it down here. Getting to our destruction here, I think pretty soon. Close our little loop. Yep, so here we are. Up in the destruction here. Looks like most of it was contained over close to the first crossing. We're real close. What a mess. All right, we close our loop here. Yeah, it's a relatively small patch. We're gonna turn here to the left, make our way around the Benton MacKaye some more. There's a little bit of destruction over here. Maybe a microburst or a attempt to touch down again. I don't know. That's a pretty rotten tree there. That looks like that probably came down some time ago, so I don't know. Looks like that might be some scat. Could be one of those nasty mushrooms that collapses down and rots. I don't know. Couldn't smell whatever it was, so oh well. I don't know if that was any of your work, Roger, but hats off to whoever cut that up. I was out here, like I say, a couple of months ago, maybe, and I didn't see any of that, so it's relatively recent. Robert, maybe somebody posted it on the Facebook page, Facebook group page. I don't know. But if that was you, Roger, thank you so much. I know it was probably people you know. So lots of hard work clearing that kind of debris. So this loop we're doing now is about 4 miles. And it's dissected by the road to Springer parking lot. So there's a new parking lot down here for the Benton MacKaye. The last time I was here hiking this trail, I think I parked there. I believe that was the last time I did this loop. It was really soaked in and foggy, and got over to the overlook we're going to go to, and it was just looking into a cloud. it was just kind of useless to be there in a way. But today it's sunny. There's some clouds coming over every once in a while, but we should get a good view off of it. It's not a real dramatic view, but it's a very intimate view. So anyway, won't be too long. We're maybe a mile and a half from it, if that. So we'll be there shortly. You can hear the creek running. We're fixing to cross down here. I think there's a convergence of 2 creeks. One, we're going to cross another draw back over there, and then this draw here. And you can tell when you're walking along on the other side when we get there, there's got to be some fairly dramatic drops. All right, we come down to our little creek crossing here. I really like this creek crossing because you just got this slab Get over here. It's almost like an entire slab of rock. It's a little more dramatic under the vegetation where you can't see it. But as we get around here to the side, it just looks like a slide going down there. It's really, really cool. Yeah, it's a great little crossing though. So we make our way up. I don't think the camera is going to be able to just peer in there to see, but maybe we'll get a shot. You can see. Here's our next creek crossing. Like I say, I think these two merge down there and then start making a dramatic descent downward. We can make our way across these rocks, a little on the slick side. There we go. We're still working our way. You kind of forget parts of a trail when you're hiking it after a long spell. And this long, kind of roughly straight section, I don't remember. But we should be getting pretty close to the parking lot, the lower lot. And then we'll cross the road and hook around. And then we'll be fairly close to the overlook. Now, when I overlooked that, you can see a clear path beating out through that ground clutter there. I presume animals coming down here to the creek. There's a little creek to our right. So they must be coming down to get some water on occasion. We got a lot of straw on the ground here, so it's really soft under the feet. Big hemlocks and stuff down here. So yeah, it's really nice. Little camping area here too. I just don't remember this at all, but yeah, nice area for camping here. Well, after some long stretches there, they're relatively straight. There was that creek crossing that kind of made a little crook. Then you had another long straight section, relatively straight section. Now we're doing some twisting as we do some elevation dropping here. Nothing like the last mile at all. It's kind of nice to have something different. So we keep making our way to this lower parking lot. It's really the Benton MacKaye parking lot, because it's a good ways from Springer. It's even on the road, it's probably half a mile or more. So yeah, we go through these lush ferns. All right, there's a spur trail of the parking lot, which we can barely see through the trees there. This is our marker for those that park over there. 1.9 to Springer Summit. We'll have 0.9 back to the truck if we go out to the summit. Here we go. Start on the other half of this loop. On the Benton MacKaye. There's our sign. AT Terminus, summit of Springer, of course. 1.9. This trail ends, or begins, 1.7. Got the plaque. Of course, we're heading to Owen Vista. 0.3 of a mile, so not far at all. Here's our turn off. Look over here and take a nice break. Well, here we are, Owen Vista. Well, I couldn't record too much more at the overlook because some girls came in. They're all in their probably mid to late 20s. I can't tell anymore. They're somewhere between 12 and 40. But they came in and was asking about the rest of the trail around, and they were wondering where the waterfall was. And that happened to be Amicalola. I said, well, that's a good way away. So I gave them a little bit of recon, little info, and told them they might want to drive on around. At first I thought they parked at Three Forks. That turned out not to be the case. So I said, well, you should drive around the Three Forks and hike out to the waterfall at Long Creek. So they may do that. Anyway, we're back at the Benton MacKaye. We'll make our way up. Got a little bit of a breeze blowing here. Feels really good. I didn't want to film too much more back there because the girls were there. Give them a little information. Moved out to give them an opportunity to sit and have a break themselves. We're moving up Ball Mountain here. Get up here to the AT. So this tree here is a sassafras tree. So they get big when they want to. You can see the leaves here. Got the mitten, you got the 1 finger, 2 finger. Probably a no finger up here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Yeah. A little sassafras tree. So another one here, a little one. Bigger one right there. Got a little rash of them here. That's a fairly good size one right there. Pretty cool. So according to All Trails and Gaia too, I think, this is an old trail called the Ball Mountain Trail. And it goes down to, I think FS 77A. But it's a kind of a long descent down there. I walked in there just a little bit. It looks like it's been beaten out pretty good. I think I walked past this last time I was here looking for that track and never saw it, as I recall. But I don't know, it might be something to do in the fall. So cool to see these flame azaleas. Lots of flame azaleas here. I thought they were on their way out. I guess they kind of are. You can see on some of the plants back there they were drying out, but I didn't go to blood or anything like that because I thought, well, I probably missed all of the good blooming up there on blood, but now I'm beginning to wonder. Might still be plenty up there. Of course, they have the different colors up there, different shades. Even I saw a small white one when I was up there last time. It's a special place for blooms up there. Anyway, moving on. Get up here to the terminus. Something digging in there. Getting real close here. Should see the plaque soon, marking Benton MacKaye and honoring Benton MacKaye. Well, we made it to the memorial. There we go. There we go. So back at the Overlook, I found some fire pinks and didn't get a picture. I found one lone one back there and got a picture, and then I come here, there's a whole bunch of them. Look at there. Really nice. Here we are. AT. Old Gobi's that way. The summit's this way, so we're going to go out to the summit since we're so close. Have another break over there. There's a turn off to the shelter. And we're getting close. Here we are. Springer Mountain. Time for a break. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but there used to be trees a lot closer. So looks like somebody's cleared out some of this brush here. Open this view up a little bit. I don't know. Alright, making our way back. We'll just take the AT straight back to Gobi. Got a couple of guys taking a siesta up there on the summit. I think they're going to go on to Stover Creek Shelter. Camp there. So they don't have too far to go, 2.5 miles or so. That's where we came. Finished up the Benton MacKaye, and now we're closing our loop. This section here is really rocky. Well, we got a little bit of blow down through here. It's a big tree down back there. Another few right there, and now these. Good sized fellas here. Maybe part of that same storm, I wouldn't doubt. Well, there's the parking lot. We can just see old Gobi through the trees there, waiting patiently. Hopefully nobody broke in and got my wiffle ball. I might get hankering to hit it. See if I can get it to go more than about 30 feet. Anyway, we'll be there shortly. Alright, Ball Mountain loop done. Short little loop, 4.2. We added another probably 1 to 1.3 miles maybe, adding on that tornado damage and doing that extra little loop. Good weather today. I do see some rain to the west. I don't think any rain was called for, but it looks like it's dumping some showers out toward Rich Mountain area. But yeah, it was nice. Get on Owen Overlook and get to see it with the sun out and not socked in like last time. Anyway, I'll put the particulars down below. We're gonna get out of here, get off this mountain and find something to eat.